Yeah. Yo, ma. Yeah, I mean, I'ma keep it 100 with you. I'm only in town for one night. Yeah, I'm trying to get right. I know you trying to get right. So what's good? Let's make it happen. Yeah. Look, ma, I just want fuck. Look, ma, I just want fuck. Look, ma, I just want fuck. I just want fuck. I just want fuck.
Welcome to the Perspective Sports Show. I'm your host, that nigga in the building, Roderick Horton. What up with you? What up, what up, what up? I got my dudes with me in here tonight. To the right, Dusty, he's back. Johnny Surratt. Fuck with it. What's up with you, baby?
Just chilling.
That's
You
what's up.
back, man.
Guru. What's up? Willie Helps. What's up with you, baby?
You alright?
I'm good. Gucci. Special guest tonight. Paper Man in the motherfucker.
Paper! Let's get it. What's up, America? What's up, world? What's
Good
up?
with you, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just glad to be here, bro.
Know about that shirt. We're gonna give you hell about that.
I'm ready to
today,
take
buddy.
it. That's why I wore it. That's why I wore it.
He a Redskin though, people. He a
And I am a Redskins. Let's clarify that.
Redskin. Ghost. Nick Edmondson in the building. School with you.
Nah, man.
Looking real swole over here today, baby. You feeling me in the tie here, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Tar
Set on them curls. Yeah, he did. He went hard. I can tell he went hard.
Carolina, man.
Right.
What's up?
NBA is popping. We in the East Finals. Dusty, who you got coming out the East, baby?
Cleveland.
Of course.
Who else is there?
Of course.
Atlanta's number one. Shit. What you
Who?
mean? Atlanta.
LeBron.
I think they're down.
Yeah, they are pretty down right
They're
now.
down, and they got a player that's injured. I'm not quite sure they're gonna.
They got several players injured. Cephalos's out too.
Yeah, I just don't see him making it through.
Yeah, it looks bad. Guru, what you got?
Got Cleveland. Got Cleveland.
Damn.
So Atlanta's nowhere in the building? Nowhere in the building? Atlanta?
Who?
None?
Who?
Shit, E?
No.
What up?
Of course. The
Dirty
king.
Birds.
LeBron.
Say Bron.
Bron.
Damn. Ghost, talk to me. I know you got something.
Cleveland, man.
Cleveland?
See, now
Damn, man. I'm on ATL.
The whole
a little
panel.
bit.
You ATL?
Man, I thought they was gonna do more. I hate the Carroll went down, but damn, I was like shit. Without love, unless LeBron getting 80 points, it might be about over. But shit, since Carroll went down,
J.R. Smith, boy, he went off last
They're,
night.
they're actually
Yeah.
a better unit without Love right now.
I think
They-
so too.
They are.
Um,
They're playing good
Defense
ball.
anyway.
defense,
Absolutely,
shit. Right.
absolutely.
They're playing good ball.
Regardless.
Hey, West Coast, Ghost. Who you got? Is
Oh,
Houston
man.
gonna do it?
We
I
see
mean,
tonight,
could they?
man. I can't really pick out tonight. I don't know about that series. Straight up.
Yeah.
You know, if Steph can come out there and look, legitimate, say he's a legitimate superstar and win tonight, just take advantage of that series, I don't know, but we'll see. You know, is Dwight gonna play? If Dwight ain't gonna play, Golden State. If Dwight plays, that's up in there. I think.
Game time decision type shit.
It's a good game tonight.
E,
It's
who
gonna
you
be a
got?
good
You been
game.
keeping up? West Coast, who's coming out? Houston?
Yes.
Golden State?
I say Houston. Because I believe that Steph's gonna step up. No,
Okay, but hold on. Houston?
Yeah.
I mean, my bad.
Okay. Come
I
on, come
think
with it.
Steph's
Come
gonna
with it.
come up. I think he's gonna come out tonight.
So you think Golden State to come out of the West?
Yes.
Got to go with the Curry Chicken and the Splash Brothers.
Curry chicken in the building. Dusty. Curry.
Harrison
I think
Barnes,
that
Star Hill.
every opportunity that Dwight Howard has had over the past 5 years, he squandered the opportunities away. So, with that being said, I don't think there's a chance in hell that they can beat small ball.
Really?
I just don't see it happening because he is the X factor, and he just doesn't have the. He's not enthused about his play anymore. There's no fire underneath him.
Who?
We're
Dwight Howard.
talking about Dwight
Wow,
Howard.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's to me he's looking for injury.
I can't argue that shit.
Man, that's half the regular season.
Right.
Is he soft? Is he soft?
Kobe said he was soft.
Kobe said he was soft.
Not quite sure is
Man,
as
Barnes
soft
called him a
as
bitch.
he actually just doesn't seem like he wants to play basketball anymore.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. That nigga ain't soft.
Right.
I think Dwight Howard looked at this shit like, oh, this shit is a fucking business. I'm going to play as long as I can and fuck going out there blowing my career
for any of you motherfuckers to sit and say. Now, I do agree with you. He is injury prone, but at the same time, though, hell, you know, some of boys looking at it like, fuck a title, fuck this. I want my damn money. I mean, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't think his passion is basketball. I think he says some. He's great. He does. Well, I don't think we should be. I mean, you know, I don't know. Athletes kind of, you know, they kind of get the wrong end of the stick when it comes to doing multi things. Anybody else they can say, you know, he's great at doing this, this, and this, and this. But for some reason, you know, these athletes they say, well, he can't do but one thing off. If he's not as passionate about it, I mean, dude, he's a great basketball player, but he's just not one that's gonna go out there and risk his fucking knee to satisfy us. I don't think they'll satisfy. Right when them ones is like, fuck it, you know,
Don't get his money.
I'm gonna play next year, which is bad for, you know, for sports because you don't put it on the line. But at the same time, as a businessman, I kind of feel that.
He not playing.
I don't want him on my team.
He's playing for the
That's
money.
all I got to say. I just don't see.
Who are they without him?
His
though?
heart started the game. He's playing
Actually,
for
I
the
think
money.
they'd be better off without him because then they'd stop waiting for him to come. See, that's the hold up with the team.
They wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him, though, Dusty. James Harden. Hey,
He wasn't there
but
half
hell
the
set
season.
James Harden down.
He
in
wasn't there half the season.
No, let's talk about that last series. As to where, you know, Kevin Hale, at one game when they made that turnaround, he set Harden down because Harden had a bad attitude and wasn't playing at all.
It was a big.
And if it wasn't for Dwight Howard, you know, he was the only one playing until boys started hitting them jumpers, which is
Brewer, Corey Brewer, and
just let him do it. Josh Smith,
Right.
you know, Dwight's got some heart, but
well, that's my whole thing though. See, as a unit, I think that he, I don't think that he fits into the long term. Now he has the ability to take over a game at any time, and that's what you saw, his ability. But it's so far and in between that I mean we're waiting on it every game. We're just not getting it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm gonna stick with you for a second because you, Laker.
what like
All day.
Okay, left side, dead side.
Now we got these fucking left side,
Ooh,
man.
man, you just your seat. That's
Shit,
your
left
seat.
side,
That's your
right
seat.
side, dog.
But y'all got the second pick in the lotto.
Are you back?
No,
No,
fuck
we're
that,
not
man.
back.
Are you back?
That means
You
nothing.
get your good second pick in the
You cannot
lotto.
predict who the fucking
That means
who's gonna be
nothing.
who's gonna.
That
Hey,
means
that's
nothing.
He's
the
gonna
biggest
be with
steal
Kobe,
ever.
man. He's gonna be with Kobe, man.
Kobe, I'm a Laker fan, but Kobe's for the Lakers.
He's about out of
You
here.
need to get him up out there.
He's about out of here.
What? This is last
Kobe's
year.
about
They
out.
do, man.
I think
Yo,
so.
that's
I-
an inside Lakers secret. Kobe is about out of here.
I
man.
think
Y'all
this is
tripping.
last year.
Right. He's
Y'all
about out of
fucking
here.
tripping. I think this is
Y'all
last
tripping.
He's biased. He's a
He
Laker
is
fan.
gone.
He's a Kobe Bryant fan.
Right.
I'm a Laker fan. I'm
I'm a Laker fan too.
Why do you think so, Easy? Let me quit talking.
Why do I think he's
Yeah.
gone? We all know Kobe's getting older. I mean, I'm not gonna say age is playing a big part, but he is getting older, and it is becoming a factor in his game and his ball
But
play.
he's still a top
getting more
10
injuries.
basketball
He's more
player
injury
in the
prone.
league. But that's not where the problem is. The problem is that his attitude and his demands stop the performance of the basketball team as a unit. He is a selfish. He is
I
a
don't know about
selfish.
that. It doesn't
He is
stop the performance
selfish.
of the whole team. Say
He
he's on the
wants.
shot. I don't know.
He wants all the shots.
It ain't
He's
that he
not a
wants all the
team
shots.
player.
I ain't gonna
Who's
say
he
that.
gonna
He's not that kind of
pass it to?
ball player.
What the
He's
hell?
not even that kind of ball player.
Hey,
He ain't got
He
nobody
ain't that kind of a
ball
player.
players. I mean, he never
Guys,
did. I
He
mean,
ain't got nobody to help
Listen to
him.
this.
No.
Listen to this.
He ain't had
The
nobody to help
team
him.
performed at a much higher level once Kobe got injured. That's the whole thing. They're younger. They're faster. They can think for
I can't
themselves.
say that.
Kobe
I don't know
wants
about
to
that.
think for every player
I'm a
on
Laker
the
fan.
field.
The Lakers,
I mean, on
listen,
the court.
Listen, the
On the
Lakers
court.
already couldn't draw. Nobody didn't even fucking come at because of Kobe Bryant. Didn't nobody want to fucking go there and play with him?
That's exactly.
In the last 4 years.
about-
No, hold up.
No, he's right.
He built that
Look,
team
I'm a
up
Laker
to a
fan,
point.
but I'm
He built
busy.
that team
It ain't
up.
like he's 30.
Damn
My bad,
right he
Easy.
did. Go ahead. No, I'm
But
sorry.
he's fucking 38, 39 in basketball years. At some point, you got to say, get this Kobe shit out of the way. We got to go forward.
See, Kobe is now a
Get that
great,
shit over with.
a
Kobe
great
era
come
is
off
gone.
the bench.
No, he's not.
Play.
He ain't played
Kobe
2 fucking years.
is not
2 years.
coming off.
It is
Kobe
over
is
with.
coming
Really?
off.
I'm saying,
Can you count on him to be that next year, really?
no, I'm saying if I want him on my team, he can be my sixth man. I mean, just like Mark Aguirre did with the
Yeah, so you think he's going to be a six
Mark
man?
Aguirre did with
That's
the
what I'm
Pistons
saying.
and years
He would
ago.
never sign
Where-
a
and
contract.
that's the whole
He'll
thing.
retire first.
He is a cancer to the team.
retire
They
first.
they can't gel as a unit as long as Kobe's there. Those guys are young, fast.
That attitude is great to have when basketball players' athletic skills like a Tom Brady or a Ray Lewis, they're great to have around as long as they can produce. They're not when you can't produce anymore.
Right,
Because
not
you
when
can't
you
lead
can't
by
produce.
example anymore.
Right.
Okay, but are y'all saying that there's no way for Kobe to change his game over to like Paul Pierce style, sit back and in the cut, you know?
Paul Pierce and Kobe
Get about
Bryant
20
students in basketball.
minutes.
Well, you got to understand.
I'm just saying, but
in,
can he
in
not do
all
that?
actual,
I don't think if he was gonna do that, he should have did like started doing that shit 3 years ago.
Listen,
He
guys,
will not do it.
when you bring in the truth,
Yeah,
you got to
before
realize
the
that he's took the role on being the sixth man, but he still wants the shot. See, and Kobe has to adjust his attitude
Right.
and stop trying to bogart and tell these
Right.
young men what they can and can't
Can
do
he
on the
do
court.
that? Can he?
Yeah, he
I don't-
can.
I don't
But
think he
listen,
can.
I
don't think he
Here's the
can.
whole thing about sports. Yes, you can, but when the players on their back end, the team has got to grow. I mean,
Right, right.
it don't help the Lakers to have Kobe around for 4 or 5 more years developing players to get in that killer instinct.
All right, welcome back. One of my favorite topics is back on the subject, just because last night Curry got fined $5,000 for flopping, which I think is the biggest bullshit in basketball right now. I'm a heavy advocate for flopping. It's a part of the game. If you can get that shit in, get that shit in. My question for the panel is: are you down for the flop or not? Flop or not?
Or flop.
Cause I'm down for it, bro. But I be hearing that, finding them for that shit. Like, come the fuck on, man.
If you ain't flopping, you ain't trying.
If you ain't flopping, you ain't
look at-
trying.
you can look
I
at-
think I'm gonna put that at the bottom. If you ain't flopping, you ain't trying.
But I mean, the true perspective behind it is, I mean, if you're a real NBA fan, I'm not saying that you're not. I mean, there's just no place for the foolishness. We need basketball. We want basketball. Let's get rid of the play. Flopping it has its place in the game.
It
It has its place in the game. But
It has
but the
its
truth
place.
behind it is, it's just not necessary.
But that shit goes all the way back to the Pistons, man.
That shit goes back to
Bad
Dr.
boys.
J and
That shit goes.
that shit goes back
Bloody
before
Diva.
Dr. J.
Bloody
What the
Diva.
fuck?
If you caught one of them, he's going 3 rows in the stand.
Come on.
Well,
He's the architect.
and he's the reason why the flop
That nigga
became so
found out
popular
him, too.
because
Reggie Miller.
I need
right,
to find all the
but
boys that
primarily
did it
Bloody.
before
He
him.
was the guy.
Bloody Dottie.
He was the guy.
No, man.
But
Look,
How can they find him?
it was the camera angles. All these motherfucking cameras in the arena now, they're seeing everything. Look at it from that side. Look at it from that side. Oh, he wasn't touched. But on the first look of it, you'll say, foul. Let it go. Shut the hell up. Let's ride. Then they got all these cameras in there looking at everything to the scope.
Do you think
He
Curry
really
flopped?
didn't. He did. Shut the hell up. Then the ref called the damn foul. Let's go.
Do you think Curry flopped?
No, he got fouled. I mean, even if he did, I'm like,
But you
cool.
know what, though?
I'm not mad at the flop.
There was some contact, but also he got away with a little push off.
he did get away because he pushed off and then he shot and then he flopped. I mean, again,
So the foul should have got called on Curry.
well, I mean, he shoved off. There ain't no question about that.
No, man,
he
he
did
was
that.
shooting. He was shooting.
No, that's before
that
the
was
shot.
contact.
It was
The
before the
contact
shot.
came from my boy coming to came.
Yeah, Terrence
I'ma
Jones.
put
Yeah,
it
that was
right there.
contact.
I'ma
That was
put it right there.
contact.
But like I said, there's a place for some drama in the game. It's got to be some type of entertainment other than the actual sport from time to time to loosen things up when it's highly tense. But when you have flopping and it's changing the outcome of the game, yeah, I think it should be pushed aside.
Easy, man, come on. I know
I'm for it, man. I'm
You
for
with
it.
the flop?
Yes, because it's been in the game since the game pretty much
Man,
existed.
y'all niggas crazy.
For one.
That
For
shit out
one.
of there, man.
For one, it's like taking out the damn jump shot.
What the
Come
fuck
on, man.
The 3-point shot. What
Can't
the
take
fuck?
the
You
shit
can't
out.
take that shit out. It's been in the game since the game existed, man. So
I'm
therefore,
serious, man. I'm
How
dead
can you
serious.
find this man for flopping when flopping's been going on since Naismith?
Well, the reason why they brought the fines, the reason why the fines were put in place is because it started becoming a distraction to the game. Some people were specializing in flops.
So just on his flop, it's getting special now. Just on his flop, when there's been a million flops before his.
I mean,
now it's getting special 'cause he flopped.
again,
What kind of
at
shit is
some
that?
point you have to stop certain things. I mean, there's a dozen things that have changed to better the basketball game, to better sports in general, and that's one of them. They're trying to better the sport.
Man, they are
So now they're
watering
trying to
it
better
down
this
here. Ghost, I know you with me. Flop or not?
Flop or not?
Come on.
Flip or flop?
I ain't ready to take you, man. Fuck that shit.
Man, come on. I know you been flopping, man.
She look like a flopper.
Well, that was all right there. I'm good with that answer right
Fuck the
there.
flop, man. Fuck the flop.
Man,
No way.
I mean, man, come on, man.
No way, no. Okay, so now what kind of penalty? What kind of penalty is there gonna be for flopping when somebody flops from now on during the game of basketball?
I mean, you
He
see,
got hit with
What kind of penalty? A $5,000 charge for everybody that flops?
Look,
now?
all this shit's
So
gonna
when
be.
anybody gets
funny
fouled and
cute.
flop, they can say, "Hey, you flopped. You didn't get fouled.
You know what?
flopped, nigga. And we're gonna fire
And I
you.
want my $5,000.
Give me my money.
And I want my $5,000.
All they doing is getting into the
You didn't get fouled. You flopped. And I want my $5,000, motherfucker.
They just trying to get
That's a little bit too extreme, don't you think? Don't you think?
Talk
to
to
me,
him, baby. Fuck
I think that
Talk to him,
if
baby.
you're gonna look
fucking
to
with y'all.
if you're gonna look
Nah,
at
but it's real though.
You fucking with everybody on this
No,
table
I'm
right
serious,
there. That's
though.
fucked up.
I'm serious.
if you're looking to implement a fine or penalty behind flopping, it should be put in 4 minutes in the fourth quarter, with the last 4 minutes in the fourth quarter, because that's the only time that you're really changing the outcome of the game in the end of the game. I mean, at the end of the game. Now that's when that would be an
So you
ideal
said
time.
the last 4 minutes of the fourth
Not
quarter.
feeling it.
Fine-
You
fine.
can't flop. If you flop, you get fined $5,000, but you can flop for the rest of the other 3 quarters, right?
I mean, I'm just saying.
You can flop then,
it-
right, without
you-
getting fined. So.
What you think?
I mean, you can throw any kind of spin on it, but the facts
not a fan.
are
I'm not
we don't
throwing a spin.
want
I'm
the
just asking
outcome
how's
of the
it gonna
game to
go.
be changed on some flop.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're gonna take a break. We got some next guest coming up, Leo Dada in the building. E, appreciate you, baby. Come back.
I love y'all. Thanks for having
Don't
me.
worry that.
All the time,
Sure,
my nigga.
no
Sure.
more.
Brady. Roger Goodell
Hey.
seen Brady do it.
Excuse me. Flop your
In
ass.
practice.
All right, welcome back. Special guest, John Leo Dada in the building. Leo Anderson, what's up with you, baby?
What's up, fellas? What's
Welcome
up?
back to the show.
Yeah, pleasure.
I'm gonna just drop it on you real quick before we go to the next question. Flop or not? I want to hear from y'all. I know Chalk's with me on this. Come on, baby.
I understand it's a time for it, to put that mustard on the sandwich you want
There
with the
you
game.
go.
Or whatever's necessary
I like
to do
the
what you
mustard.
got to do, but it gotta make it look good. It gotta be official, If you're gonna do it, it gotta be done right,
It's got to be done right. I agree with that. I agree. It's got to be done right.
It's gonna
Yeah.
take 2 for to make the flop right, anyhow,
No doubt. No
But
doubt.
it depends, it's a time for it. I reckon. Depends how much you want that victory.
Let me ask you another question, Pan. I'm gonna go to you right after this. What do you think of children at the press conference? Because I heard somebody saying that it's a distraction. You can't bring your children to the workplace. Blah, blah,
I
blah,
understand
blah,
it. I
blah.
like it. I like it when the championship's been won.
No,
At
just
the
a
end of the
regular.
year. Yeah. And I don't mind the child celebrating the victory or championship with the parent. I think that's beautiful. Tim Duncan, what Kobe did with his daughters. And I think there's a time for it. But playoffs, they don't need to be up there.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
You don't need to have your child
So.
in front of that media like that.
What?
No, children don't need to be in front of that media because
Give me more. You gotta give me more.
You would work.
That's not work. Work is on
That's
the
your
court.
job.
Work's the court.
No,
That's those amenities that they get them.
In the
that's to
NBA,
support the league.
In
None
the
of that
NBA and under
shit.
your contract, you gotta go before that camera and speak after games.
That's the
about
contract, right? But that ain't the
For
game.
the
That ain't work.
reporters. Hold up, you don't take your daughter before them reporters.
You don't
Now,
put
when you
that logo
celebrate-
before your fucking kids. You
No,
take your
no,
kids
no,
out there.
no,
If your child
I
won't be there,
understand that, but
child ain't got no business there. My son's there, come on up here. I just...
yeah, but you got people that doing their job. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
They
that.
don't
I'm
want to
not
do
gonna
their
get
job.
me.
So
I'll be jump
Ghost,
shot.
Ghost, you saying that you cool with it?
I'm cool with that.
People
Oh,
get on
man.
airplanes. People get on airplanes.
We have a problem with that. They don't. I mean,
I think that the
everybody got their
sport,
own thing.
the sport brings in a certain level of craziness, and fanatics, they're out there, and I think that there's no place, and I think you should protect the children by keeping them off camera to maybe a championship or something of that nature. But due to the craziness that we have here in the United States of America, I don't see any purpose, any reason whatsoever why you should bring your child, expose them to the world, to those crazy folks out there. I mean, I'm not playing. I'm serious.
Right.
You need to protect. You need to protect yours. And the NBA should set something in place that will not allow children to be on the set till the end of the season, championship game. Only acceptable time to have your children with you. Other than that, it's about the playoffs, making that money, getting it in. Other than that, this ain't no family business. This is a money making machine. Children have no place there.
I disagree with y'all.
Talk to me.
Hey, he pretty much said it for me.
You agree?
I agree.
Keep the kids at home.
No,
interviews,
not at home.
no podium interviews.
Championship game, then I can see that. But other than that,
They ain't got no business up there till you win something.
There's people out there that want to do something.
You might not never get that gift. Why would I want to sit there and wait for that? But 30 years down the road, that's gonna mean something to that man and that little girl.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
You
never
never
took.
Fuck that. You don't put nothing. You don't put no goddamn work before your fucking kids. You don't do that.
Right.
Something fucking wrong with you if you
I'm
fucking
kind
do.
of with you on that on some level, though.
I give
I
a
am.
fuck. I'm gonna tell it like he
Fuck
motherfucking
y'all.
is. That man might be dead next year. You don't know. That's a God-fearing man. He's like, no, you gonna be up here with me today.
I understand that too, bro. But
You understand hell?
But his woman and his mama was there.
Shit, don't give a
But
fuck.
it's-
He might have what?
it's-
Obviously, as a man, as an alpha male, he want his child there. Now, what's wrong with me want my goddamn child here when I'm sitting at the
As
desk?
a superstar, you do what you want.
You do what the fuck you want to do.
But I mean, just the average Joe.
You might not be there next year.
The average Joe, I can't see that.
each his own.
That will go
Shit,
down.
that's
But
a little girl,
again,
that's a first
again,
baby, man. Y'all tripping.
I don't really have any issues besides the fact that you need to protect the child. And I think that there's just too many crazy people out there looking for
paparazzi
opportunity.
and shit.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. They
y'all
need to
serious?
arrest every one of those
But
the social
paparazzi.
media out here,
You
y'all
gotta
serious?
expose them,
Wait a
though.
minute, what
You
I'm
have
saying-
to expose
No, you
them.
don't. People
on
gonna
some
find your
level.
family on social media.
Hey,
Right.
I don't see why in the world they haven't arrested all the people that take pictures of somebody's child and post them or get paid
Now, that's a
off of it.
different thing out there in the streets, right? I feel you
I
on
agree
that.
with
That's
that,
a little
kinda.
different. That's a little different.
I'm with you.
But
So,
we're talking
but-
about at the podium
Yeah.
after a superstar
Yeah.
has whooped some ass.
I mean, I understand. I understand
MVP
Nick's point, but I on my side of the point is one more time. We just need to really protect the children. That should be the first.
No
that
doubt,
should come
no
first.
doubt, no doubt,
and
no
and
doubt.
with that being said, everybody knows that we don't hear about it because when they hear about somebody that wants to do something like a star, Chris Brown's going through it right now. When you got those type individuals out there, you need to not expose your people. You know, you're the superstar. You get all the exposure. Everybody else needs to be protected.
This man done pulled out protect the children on.
Protect them.
Protect the children.
Protect them.
I feel you. Let me move on real quick. NFL moves the PAT to the 15-yard line.
And they can run the ball. If they block it, they can run it back for 2 points.
Yes, on a 2-point conversion, they sure can. Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes,
I
sir.
like it.
Do you like the changes? Go, Jock, talk.
More drama. You know, just depends on the team and the situation they in. I mean, you know, I might. It'll be times when I do like the change, and it'll be times when I ain't gonna like that change. You know,
Right.
but
You can see a lot of 2-point conversions.
yeah.
You can see a
You
bunch
think
of them.
so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we had a lot of block shots throughout the years, and you know, once it's blocked, it's dead. Now the ball's live. Oh, it's gonna get nice.
I do like
It's
I
gonna
love
get nice.
but they changing the game.
They are changing the game.
Go, should they be changing the game of football?
They tweaking it out, man. That's just I don't think they should, but you know, it's gonna make it a little bit more exciting. Something law happen, something bad gonna happen. I mean, you know, it's gonna be a little different from what we said, a little different pace.
No,
You know, it's gonna give somebody some advantages. You know, I don't know.
Guru,
I'm with it.
with it all the way.
I'm with it.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
I'm with it.
Because RG3
Oh, really?
will really adjust to these changes well. As you will see this year. Do you hear me? Dolphins, Steelers, Cowboys. All right. We move on to some football shit with this Mr. Brady and Mr. Kraft. Mr. Kraft has decided to step away from the whole situation and let Brady stand on his own 2 feet. I think that he has come to the realization that this motherfucker's going down and he's trying to distance himself as much as he can. I don't know. Go. I know you got something for me, baby. Talk
But
to me. Mr. Kraft, he ain't fucking with Brady no more.
Crafty.
man, they I don't know, man. I'll let y'all comment on that, man. I've agreed the same thing I said last week. This some bullshit, man.
Brady lying.
Talk to me, good man. What? He was lying, and Mr. Kraft has finally came to the realization of,
It was a trigger.
I agree. Dusty, talk to me. What you got?
I'm not quite sure that he's going to be able to. My whole thing about Kraft, this man, Tom Brady, has brought a whole lot to the team. He's brought them Super Bowls. He's brought them winning teams. He's been a part of that because, this is a team sport. But he has represented them quite well along the way. And Kraft stepping away, he put his little statement in before he went that he feels 100% sure that Mr. Brady is innocent of everything said, but I got to go. So with that being said, of course, he's stepping away, but I'm not quite sure that he's pushing his guy under the bus with that. I think that Roger Goodell's going to handle him, to something different. But to that note with Roger, I made it earlier today that the commissioner, if he fights this, I think that he should add games on versus deduct games. Because if he has one inkling of proof, he needs to smash this man for right. And that's the only thing I got about it. Because if he was black, first of all, we wouldn't be talking about no 4-game suspension.
Bad.
Oh my God. No question.
Hey, you might have a good point there. He might have
this is a form of mockery, man. They are joking up the fuck out.
They really are. They really fucking are. The integrity of the game.
Seriously. Right, look at the underlying thing. Like look, man. This is a mockery. It's why they commented, man. This is a fucking mockery. Here you have a court. They've been getting accused of getting cheated for years. Every fucking year, every other year, is something that they have some proof of, and nothing ever happens. They still get New England still get TV games. A lot of TV games, which is good for the owner. Belichick is still there. Got caught up in a bunch of shit. Tom Brady, is been in a couple scandals. Look, now, they are knocking niggas down for farting in public.
Oh my God.
And telling you can't play. I'm serious, dude.
Really?
For 2 or 3 years, and now, it's already been known Tom Brady might get 2 games.
Well, and that's what it comes down to.
Fucked up.
And see, that's where my real problem is.
Fucked up, y'all.
If he has one inkling of proof, he has to extend.
Kraft cut a deal already with the NFL for him. That's why it looks like he sided with the NFL, but he's not going to press no charges. He's not appealing. He's not taking them to court. So, the NFL, they're going to work together. They're going to work together, but, that 4 is going to get sliced into 2.
And that's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
No, it ain't fair.
Because you telling me that Ray White knocking his old lady out on his own time away from the NFL did more damage than what Tom Brady has done by participating in deflating a ball. Tom Brady has changed the integrity of the game.
Yeah, because actually, what most of the brother situations ain't got nothing to do with football.
Right. It's outside the game.
So the shield actually got touched.
Yeah.
But this is where it gets deep. Great points. But how many of those niggas have the balls to stand up like Brady does and actually say, "I'm gonna fight y'all"? When when they're in comparison, they're nowhere near this. If they gonna get some legal action. You can take Greg Hardy or the man last year, the Peterson guy, who can sue the NFL. If he really didn't want to run a football again, he'd say, "I'm gonna sue y'all for $1 billion."
Okay, but you gotta understand, Peterson got paid for all his time off. He just didn't get to play.
No, Peterson did not get paid last year, Dusty. Peterson didn't get paid. The guy in Charlotte got paid. Peterson didn't get paid.
Okay, one of those guys got paid. I thought it was Peterson. But the only thing that's bad for Peterson...
Because, let me cut you off, because the league... Hold on, hold your thought. The league said Peterson had to sit down, whereas the Panthers said, "I'm going to sit..." What's the name of that? Greg Harden.
Right.
The league didn't pass it down on him.
Right.
That's why I want to throw you a point on me.
But the thing about what they're doing to Peterson, they're stopping him from breaking all these records. And with his incentives and bonuses, they're really messing with him on a very, very high level. And we're talking about the object of an NFL player is to get to the Hall of Fame. They're trying to destroy him, regardless of what he does, to be a 6 ballot guy versus a first ballot guy.
Right.
And see, that's where my problem comes in with that particular thing right there. But Tom Brady, no matter what this scandal is that shook the shield, that shook it, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Hands down. That should be a part of his punishment. You can't go in on your first 5.
On that note, we're going to take a break. Be right back with the final thought.
That's damaging right there.
Man, that's fucked up.
That'll damage.
Great show. Final thought, everybody. Thought us out there, brother.
I think that my final thought is the fact that Ryan Tannehill got a $60 million extension, which set a precedent in the NFL for Andrew Luck to take the largest contract that the NFL's ever seen. I find that to be a little bit crazy, but I think that this money giving out thing in the NFL is the wrong people getting all of the money. But Luck is the best young quarterback hands down in the league. But the 15% gets the majority. That's where I'm at with that. So I'll pass it on with that.
Guru.
Game 2. Warriors Rockets. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
All I got to say.